Hey, what's up, fam? I'm a little bit late on the review of Seven Deadly Sins, chapter 277. Alright, so luckily, that actually kind of turned out in my favor because we got the whole week of chapters not coming out because of a holiday in Japan. So, I've got all this back stuff to kind of go over, and not only that, do I have some theories and some discussion videos lined up, and I'll probably try and do a couple live streams within there to kind of fill the void. So let's get to this chapter right now. So unfortunately, because of Tarmiel was an idiot and didn't want to see Maelstarossa. I almost called him Estarossa. Maelstarossa, as I've been calling him, suffer, even though they were trying to fix him. He undid his grace that he was using to help constrain him, so they were going to be able to, defeat him. And with his arm freed, he ended up killing Derriere, the last heart she had. And the chapter kind of goes over, for the most part, kind of her past. And you see some of the stuff behind her. And something I really liked in there was how Monspiet looked like he wanted to switch sides a long time earlier. And he was kind of tired of the fighting. He didn't want to be involved in all this madness and all this war and senseless violence that the battle between the goddesses and the goddesses and the demons, this kind of seems to happen, a natural clash of clans, but I don't think there seems to be really any overall reason. It just seems like they have, beef with each other. And, I kind of like that aspect to them. I like that it's showing that, further down all the demons are bad in their sense. Some of them are, have their own morality, and even though he wanted to stop and he didn't want to be part of it anymore, he stood with Derriere and, continued into battle beside her so she didn't have to be by herself. Sadly, shortly after her sister died, so it was probably really bad for him. Actually, it might have been shortly before in this panel. I'd have to double check, but either way, it doesn't alter his character if it's before or after that event when the Archangels, used their Omega Arc and killed Derriere's sister. So, like I said, it was nice to see that aspect to his character and her character kind of, thinking back on it and seeing all the stuff and all the signs that she missed about him. Other than that, in this chapter, I actually really liked after Maelstarossa took in that commandment, the one that he got from... Oh, sorry, I coughed real quick, very quietly. Right after he got the commandment from Derriere, he has this light cocoon he kind of goes into. Similar to the opposite. Yeah, similar to the opposite. Kind of in contrast to Meliodas' darkness cocoon that he's using to kind of go through his transformation. And the same thing with Maelstarossa on the whole, goddess corrupted by the dark aspect of it. And furthermore, I actually really liked the beams that were coming out of it. I really liked the black beam with the white streaks in it. I thought that was actually really cool. Just the way it looks visually. You just kind of imagine this black ray with little slivers of gleaming white in it, and then the reverse, these black outlined white beams. I thought it was pretty cool. The chapter itself, like I said, not too long ago, I was kind of hating on Seven Deadly Sins because it was kind of going downhill, in my opinion. And then with these last few chapters, I think that the plot's picked up. The characters have really kind of gotten a much better layout of events. And I like that we're actually going to have, seemingly with Maelstarossa, and how powerful he's becoming an opponent for Meliodas. Because Meliodas was super powerful beforehand, and then he absorbed 4 commandments. Should be the only person really to fight him at this point other than the Supreme Goddess or the Demon King, but I don't care about the Supreme Goddess or the Demon King because there's pretty much nothing to their characters. While I said before, Maelstarossa has a lot of cool stuff behind him and a lot of good plot, story, and reasons for being the final villain, and I'll be upset if he's not the final villain. So, there's my opinion of this chapter, is my review. Tell me below in the comments what you think about this, and, maybe check out my other videos. I do mostly Fairy Tail, Eden Zero, and Black Clover, but I do some stuff, some small reviews and some other stuff. If you're subscribed to the channel already, thank you very much for subscribed. And if you're not, I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe. But otherwise, thank you much for listening to me. Bye.